Hello, my rebel winners. This is the XRP scum here.
Well, Bitcoin has been plummeting. It's another cringe day for crypto.
The value of cryptocurrency has been dropping dramatically.
That's right. The market has lost 70% of its profits in the past 8 months.
More than $200 billion were wiped out of the crypto market over the weekend.
There's no real value in Bitcoin or any of the other cryptocurrencies.
You've gone after XRP because XRP is a security.
You guys are my rebel winners. Thanks for joining. This show is going to be all about trying to catch people up to speed. Because here's what's going on right now. I've been seeing FUD after FUD after FUD. And you know what? I'm just going to say it. XRP was made to keep all of us poor. Let's just be real here. Until it doesn't, though. That's what people keep firing. We have people that are into the crypto markets, but they don't know what they're talking about because they're following and chasing all these. Granted, a lot of them are good crypto projects, but Ripple has all the tech to get the job done, and we're going to talk about these things. So this image that has been floating around on the internet it's no wonder that people get the wrong idea. Is actually showing Ripple on the graph there instead of XRP. And it's comparing it to all these other attributes that some of these crypto projects have. And it's not a fair comparison because here's the thing. Ripple is a centralized company and XRP is a decentralized asset. Let's just chop that up right now. XRP, you guys, it was chosen a long time ago. That's what people don't understand. The plan from the beginning was to distract the masses with Bitcoin. Ooh, look at this shiny new digital asset over here. And then Ethereum came along. Wasn't long before the floodgates started opening up with these developers creating stuff on the blockchain, building their projects on the blockchain. That was a cool, innovative, evolution step. We're already past that, though. People are over that, and now the governments are stepping in, and they're saying it's time to get the job done. When this stuff was being built on the blockchain, we saw the birth of these NFTs. And you know what? All they really were just worthless JPEG images that were also another part of their distraction mechanism. And people were actually paying other holders millions of wads of cash, millions of dollars for these worthless images. Why? That was a weird fad, right? Well, where I think that might not be totally over, we're going to see more stuff evolve onto the blockchain. It doesn't mean that it's going away, though. Because, if you guys remember correctly, in the mainstream, all this stuff was being showed in the mainstream. And then it got quiet. Well, the narratives started getting quieter. That's all it was. There were still other things going on. Like, look where we're at right now. The government knew crypto-friendly folks weren't going anywhere, so what did they do? Well, they went after the fastest-growing fintech company, Ripple, and with the assertion that XRP was being sold as an unregistered security, guys. This worked because it left a lingering bad taste in everyone's mouth, and let's just be real here. We're dealing with the SEC. They're part of the government. Most people are just going to bow down to them just because they are of the government and believe that what they're saying is, there are certain laws around that, but, we've found time and time again where we find these three-letter organizations that I'm not really going to name. There's a lot of stuff that's not as transparent as what we may have been led on to believe. So Anyway, it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. So, people ended up buying into that narrative. But what the people didn't realize was that it was a fake lawsuit. That's what we're dealing with, okay? Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, was meeting with the SEC behind closed doors. That's what people fail to realize. Even if it wasn't a fake lawsuit, let's just assume that for a second. Let's just walk you through that hypothetical scenario. I'm saying hypothetical because I reckon it isn't real. I just don't believe that it's a real lawsuit. So, if it wasn't fake, it still didn't keep Ripple from progressing and growing as a company. The company was already far ahead of the entire crypto markets of the industry. And something needed to stop them. So, here we are in 2024, and XRP has missed the last bull run. And what we're coming up on right now is a new bull run. So, what people are starting to think is that this bull run is going to be way different. But it was due to unfair circumstances, is what people fail to realize, is that was why it missed the last bull run. People want to throw, shade out there that, oh, well, it doesn't do anything. Well, there's a reason why it doesn't do anything. What it left was for the rest of the retail crypto-friendly folks to start ditching XRP and mocking the community because there are better investments out there and many other altcoins. And where that sentiment is technically true, it was only due to the predicament laid out before you, as I just described. Brad Garlinghouse has spoke many times of being in meetings where they flat out told him that they don't care what the US is doing with XRP and Ripple. They're still going to move forward with the business. So Brad Garlinghouse is out there shaking hands with all these other high-level CEO people of all these other countries, and it's getting slept on. Basically, these companies, the data is out there, these companies wanted their tech. They wanted it so bad that they were willing to ignore what the SEC was doing in the US. Now, if you look into what other countries are doing right now, you would just be mind blown. And I guarantee that anyone that is still doubting Ripple's success, this will make you think twice about it, because it's not to be slept on. The US government wants you to think that XRP is a scam. If you want me to give you a taste of my opinionated side, I'll just go off the grid here, go off a proverbial script here for a minute, and this is the real me for just a moment here. I mean, it couldn't be any more obvious to me that every single one of these hidden gems that have government ties, they haven't been doing anything for a reason, guys. They've chosen about, let's just say 6, 7, maybe 8. I wouldn't venture to guess any more than maybe 12 assets. They've picked them. And ironic, just so happens that none of these coins have done anything. It's either the world's greatest weird coincidence, or they're suppressing these assets for a reason while distracting you into all these other project coins that are actually doing really good. The way crypto was introduced was all this, instant gratification and this excitement, oh yeah, this coin is pumping right here, 300% in one day. XRP's never done any of that, not yet. Just wait, guys, buckle in, because if you think that's crazy, you ain't seen nothing yet. So to summarize, the government's plan was 1, introduce Bitcoin. Number 2, distract everyone with NFTs and 20 to 30,000 different cryptos. 3, go after Ripple in a lawsuit. 4, silent the narrative. It's not exactly sexy to be in crypto right now. It was about 4 years ago, but then what had happened? It got quiet. Step 5, their plan is to cause a crisis that will make money go digital. That's what they're right on the brinks of doing right now. And then number 6 is get everyone to begin using Bitcoin. And then they have everybody out and they close off all the on-ramps and off-ramps to all these crypto exchanges. They get enough people in there with these easy bridges like these crypto exchanges. And then what do? They start cracking down regulations harder. And then some of these exchanges start disappearing left and right. We're going to start seeing a swarm of those. And then, now what are you left with? That's why I try to encourage everyone to get a hardware wallet. XRP is decentralized, but they are going for a centralization. But here's the thing. If it's only sketchy to have it on the exchanges, after you get it onto a hardware wallet, I don't see where all the bitching comes from, because it's like you have your crypto on the exchanges. That's where the sketchy stuff is. Not if you're smart enough to get a hardware wallet. And that's just the point that I'm trying to drive home. And you could apply that to just about any asset. So I don't understand where people are getting the whole centralization from, because it's really not. XRP is decentralized. And if that's not enough for you, the government never loses. They always win. Just listen to some of these members that they have on their board. Ripple's success just attracts some of the most qualified people, like Rosie Rios. She was the 43rd Treasurer of the United States of America. Okay? What crypto company do you know, or fintech company, that is involved in that kind of stuff in any way? I'll wait. She was also, a lot of people don't know this, the former CEO of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing and the U.S. Mint, and she was in charge of the gold supply. Gee, I wonder if that's a coincidence. We got Eric Van Miltenberg, okay? And he was the senior vice president in strategic we're gonna cut this out. Hold on. Eric Van Miltenberg, Senior Vice President of Strategic Initiatives. He held the senior positions at Adobe and Yahoo. We got Kirsten Hollers. She's the SVP in Communications. She's pretty heavy involved with all that kind of stuff as well. Like, led the agency team's Ancestry, Dropbox, Stitch Fix, AOL, and again Yahoo. Devraj Varadhan. He's the EVP of Engineering. Worked at Amazon, invented and built delivery experiences, and improved customers' lives on a global scale. What is XRP designed to do? The global bridge asset. It doesn't matter if all these other companies become successful. You understand? This is what their technology does. They're going to need a ledger for all of these, convert this asset to this asset, this country's currency to this country's currency. We're going to need a tool for that. And the XRP ledger does it phenomenally. Better than anything out there. And that's what people fail to realize. Stuart Alderati, Chief Legal Officer. I'm sure you guys have heard his name before. He's in managing counsel at, guess what? American Express. Gee, I wonder if that's a coincidence. The president and the CEO of American Express Consumer Card Business. Alright? These are not no-name people. These people know what they're doing. Sandy O'Connor, board member, retired Chief Regulatory Affairs Officer for J.P. Morgan Chase. Do I need to keep going? I'm going to, but do I even have to continue? We're going to do it, though. Just because you guys just got to understand. Like, feel attacked here by the rest of the community, and I feel like we got to stick up for ourselves just to try to prove ourselves that we're you guys aren't even on the same playing level, and you guys have the audacity to talk your shit. And as an additional detail, it was the Task Force on Financial Stability and on the FDIC Systemic Resolution Advisory Committee. Michael Warren, board member. He was the senior advisor of the White House presidential personnel. We're dealing with government people here. Now, just get it through all of your guys' heads. Ripple is part of the government. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you like this video, especially if you got it all the way to the end. Thanks for supporting this channel. We are climbing up there in subscribers. We're back to 200. I know I left, so I gotta do some damage control. But I am out of here.